Kid Rock. His given name, Robert James Ritchie. He was born January 17th, 1971, and he's known professionally as Kid Rock. And he was born in Romeo, Michigan. And today we are just going to focus on his success after hip hop, not back in the day when he was first starting out. We're just going to focus on his success, sliding down into country music and stuff like that. That's what we're going to focus on. After establishing himself in the Detroit hip hop scene, he broke through into mainstream success with a rap rock sound before shifting his performance style to country rock, which we do like all that. A self taught musician, he can play every instrument in his backing band and has overseen production on all but two of his albums. Imagine that. Very talented. In 2001, American Badass was nominated for the Grammy for Best Hard Rock Performance, losing out to Rage Against Machine's Guerrilla Radio. Kid Rock appeared in the comedy film Joe Dirt, starring David Spade. Kid Rock was in the live action animated film Osmosis Jones, voicing a bacterial cell version of himself named Kidney Rock. Kid Rock and Joe C. had also recorded the song Cool Daddy Cool for the film's soundtrack album before Joe C.'s death. In November of 2001, Kid Rock released his fifth studio album, Cocky, which was dedicated to Joe C. The album became a hit, spurred by the crossover success of the single Picture, a country ballad featuring Sheryl Crow, which introduced Kid Rock to a wider audience and was ultimately the most successful single on the album. In support of the album, Kid Rock performed on Cocky Tour in 2002 and opened for Aerosmith with Run DMC on the Girls of Summer Tour. During this period, Uncle Kracker began his solo career full-time. He was replaced by the underground Detroit rapper Paradigm. In 2002, Kid Rock covered ZZ Top's Legs to serve as WWE diva Stacy Keibler's theme song. It also appeared on the album WWF Forcible Entry. Kid Rock filed a lawsuit to gain full access and control over the Top Dog record label, resulting in his receiving full ownership of the label in 2003. Kid Rock's self-titled sixth album was also released in 2003, which shifted his music further away from hip-hop. The lead single was a cover of Bad Company's Feel Like Making Love. The same year, Kid Rock contributed to the tribute album I've Always Been Crazy, a tribute to Waylon Jennings, honoring the late country singer by covering the song Looking Back, Texas, in collaboration with the country singer Kenny Chesney. Kid Rock appeared on the track My Name is Robert Too on American blues artist R.L. Burnside's final studio album, A Bothered Mind. The following year, Kid Rock released his seventh studio album, Rock and Roll Jesus, which was his first release to chart at number 1 on the Billboard 200, selling 172,000 copies in its first week and going to sell over 5 million copies. In July 2007, Kid Rock was featured in the cover of Rolling Stone magazine for the second time. The album's third single, All Summer Long, became a global hit, utilizing the mashup of Lynyrd Skynyrd's Sweet Home Alabama and Warren Zevon's Werewolves of London. In 2008, Kid Rock recorded and made a music video for the song Warrior for a National Guard advertising campaign. Yeah. All right, now the shift over to country rock. I think this began in 2009. Anyway, in 2010, Kid Rock released his country-oriented eighth studio album, Born Free, produced by Rick Rubin, and featuring guest appearances by Sheryl Crow and Bob Seger. In 2011, Kid Rock was honored by the NAACP, which sparked protests stemming from his past display of the Confederate flag in his concerts. During the ceremony, Kid Rock elaborated on his display of the flag, stating, I never flew the flag with hate in my heart. I love America, I love Detroit, and I love black people. Kid Rock's publicist announced that 2011 was the year he officially distanced himself from the flag. The following year, Kid Rock performed alongside Travie McCoy and the Roots in honor of the Beastie Boys during the band's introduction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 2012 also saw the release of Kid Rock's ninth studio album, Rebel Soul. He said that he wanted the album to feel like a greatest hits album, but with new songs. One of the songs on the album, Coochie Galore, introduced Kid Rock's alter ego, Bobby Shazam. In 2013, Kid Rock performed on the Best Night Ever tour, where he motioned to charge no more than $20 for his tickets, as equivalent to $28 in 2025. The following year, he moved to Warner Brothers Records, releasing his only album on the label, First Kiss, which he self-produced. The album debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and sold more than 354,000 copies in the United States. Subsequently, after leaving Warner Brothers, Kid Rock signed with the country label Broken Bow Records. On July 12, 2017, Kid Rock shared a photo of a Kid Rock for U.S. Senate yard sign on Twitter. However, he denied that he was running, citing his upcoming album release and tour. He later clarified that the campaign was a hoax. He donated $122,000 raised by selling Kid Rock for U.S. Senate merchandise to a voter registration group. Also in July, he released 2 singles from his next album, Podunk and Greatest Show on Earth, both released on the same day. In November of that year, he released his 11th studio album, Sweet Southern Sugar. The same year also saw Kid Rock publicly advocate for measures against ticket scalpers at his shows by making tickets more affordable for fans. Instead of getting paid for the show, he gets a percentage of concession and ticket sales. In November 2017, Kid Rock fired his publicist, Kurt Webster, after Webster was accused of sexual misconduct. Ouch. In January 2018, the National Hockey League announced Kid Rock as the headlining entertainer for their January 28th All-Star Game, sparking negative online responses from some hockey fans. Former hockey player and commentator Jeremy Roenick praised the choice and condemned Kid Rock's critics. In March of 2018, Kid Rock said he would perform on Lynyrd Skynyrd's final tour before the Southern rock band retired, alongside Hank Williams Jr., Bad Company, the Marshall Tucker Band, and 38 Special. Kid Rock released his first Greatest Hits album titled Greatest Hits, You Never Saw Coming, on September 21st, 2018. On March 29, 2020, Kid Rock released the first single under the name DJ Bobby Shazam, entitled Quarantine, which featured an old-school hip-hop sound. The artist stated all proceeds from the single sales would go to fight COVID-19. During Kid Rock's 50th birthday live stream, he announced that he would be releasing a triple album consisting of a hip-hop disc, a country music disc, and a rock disc, which would contain 30 new songs and 20 previously unreleased songs. The first single from the album, Don't Tell Me How to Live, featuring the band Monster Truck, was released on November 18, 2021, and featured a rap rock sound reminiscent of his Devil Without a Cause album. On December 17, 2021, he released a cover, Alla Freakin' Bama, by Trace Adkins, titled Alla Effin' Bama. There we go. On January 25, 2022, Kid Rock released a single, We the People, in which he criticizes the media, Anthony Fauci, face masks, COVID-19 restrictions, and big tech to the chorus of Let's Go Brandon. That same day, he also released Rockin' and The Last Dance. On January 28, 2022, he announced on his upcoming Bad Reputation tour that he would not perform at the venues that require masks and proof of COVID-19 vaccination, and would cancel shows at such places. On March 10th, 2022, Kid Rock announced his upcoming 12th studio album, Bad Reputation, which would include his 5 previously released singles. It was digitally released on March 21st, while a physical release of the album occurred on April 6th. In January 2023, Kid Rock collaborated with Fueled by 808, Austin Mahone, and Jimmy Allen on the single No Limits. On February 8, 2026, Kid Rock performed at Turning Point USA's All-American Halftime Show alongside Lee Brice, Brantley Gilbert, and Gabby Barrett, performing Bowit-Daba. I hope that's correct. Bowit-Daba, and whatever, and Till You Can't. So there we have his shift from hip-hop to country rock, and the way he's going now. Seems that that was a good decision. Anyway, there is more. If you'd like to hear the rest about Kid Rock, there is so much more. I mean, he's got a ton of stuff going on. He is a very busy man. And if you'd like to do it, hey, drop me in the comments and let me know, and we'll get after it. I like doing this. This is really, it passes the time. But anyway, hey, just leave some comments and let me know. I'd appreciate it. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. It's free. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful day. See you.